Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. If we haven't met before, my name is Rachel and today we're doing a nice restorative style yoga practice. So you're going to want a few props. That can be blankets, pillows, blocks, bolsters, anything you've got laying around your house that is similar to these items would be great, just so you can be nice and comfy. Find a little bit of space to move though, and let's get started. So let's begin today laying down. And if you do have a blanket you can roll up, a pillow of some kind that you can place underneath your knees, I highly encourage you to do so. And bring your feet out kind of to the edges of your mat. Lay all the way down. Rest your head. You could also place something underneath your head if you'd like. And then just kind of lift your hips slightly and almost like you want to tuck your tailbone under. And then rest your hips back down. Taking your hands next to your hips and walk your fingertips just slightly down towards the bottom of your mat. Just encouraging the shoulders from the ears a little bit. And then flip your palms over so that they're facing up. And your hands might be resting off the edges of your mat. They don't need to be tucked nice and close to you. Letting your eyes close and just wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. Notice every part of you that is touching the ground, your props, your mat. Feel that connection. Ground down into that connection. Allowing your body to find stillness. Resisting the urge to scratch your nose or lick your lips. And just start to notice your breath. Feel the air coming into your body, maybe in through your nose, down through the throat, into the diaphragm. Maybe even listening to the sound of your own breath. Tuning out all sorts of noises that might be going on around you. Nice and slow. Start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Maybe lifting your hands up and taking a couple wrist circles. You can start to move your legs a little bit here, and we'll just be bending our knees and planting our feet. You might rest your feet on top of your pillow or on your mat. Maybe letting your hands fall towards your tummy. And just lift your head slightly. Tuck your chin a little bit towards your collarbone and rest your head back down. Do the same thing with your hips. Lift them just a bit. Tuck your tailbone under and then rest your low back down. And any movements that happen naturally to the head, the neck, the spine, the hips, just let them. We're just helping the body to find the comfiest places today. I encourage you to keep your eyes closed for most, if not all, of the practice today and just go completely by feel. Now you may have to look around to grab your props and place them in the right places, but once you're in a pose, just enjoy it. So with that being said, we're going to move into a twist next. Our knees are going to be falling over towards the left side. And if you've got some pillows, some blankets, I highly encourage you to use them today. Slide them over towards the left side. You may place something underneath both of your knees as well as between your knees. So if you have more than one thing to use. I'm going to go with my pillow underneath my bottom knee and then my block in between both of my knees. So our knees falling to that left side. Just adjust your shoulders so that you're comfy. You might reach your arms out wide or even keep your hands resting on your tummy. Close your eyes if you open them. And just start to find the breath again. Allow your body to find stillness. Maybe you're breathing through your nose today. Maybe you're breathing through your mouth. Whatever is the easiest breathing method for you today, do that. We'll stay on this side for 3 more full breath. Notice the rise and fall of your tummy. And just let an inhale help you start to move your legs back up. Move any props along the way. Bend your knees, plant your feet, and pause here for a moment. Maybe lifting your chin towards your collarbone and resting your head back down. Maybe lifting the hips slightly, tucking the tailbone under, and resting your hips back down. And just notice the sensations running throughout your body. When you are ready to switch sides, you can. Maybe trying to move into your twist with your eyes closed or softly opening them. But just try to set up your props the same way on the right side of you. Letting the knees fall over towards the right. And then letting the shoulders, both of them, rest comfortably. Maybe resting your hands on your tummy today. That may allow you to just feel your breath a little bit more. Stay focused on the breath a little bit more. And perhaps just checking in with any thoughts that may be on your mind right now that don't include this practice. You could set them to the side. You could check in with how your low back feels. You could check in with how the breath feels going down your throat, into your diaphragm. And we'll stay for just 3 more breaths on this side. In this twist. And letting an inhale help you bring your knees back up, moving any props out of the way so that you can plant your feet again. Lift the hips slightly, tuck your tailbone. Maybe lift your head slightly, just to lengthen the neck a little bit more. And pause here. Notice how you are feeling so far. Notice if you opened up your eyes and maybe closing them again. And really feel the next breath you take. Feel your tummy expanding with your breath in. And falling with your breath out. And then you can decide if you want to roll all the way over to the left or to the right. And then just finding your way up into a seated position. And we're going to move our pillows up towards the top of our mats. And if you've got a few things to use today, I'm going to place my blocks underneath my pillow to make this a little bit more restorative than a back bend. So if you've got a few things to do, we're just going to bring our pillows angled up as much as possible. Or maybe your pillow is laying flat on your mat, but the higher your head is, the less of a back bend this will be, and the more restorative the pose will be. However, if you would like more of a back bend, you can definitely do that. The same goes for the legs. The more restorative you'd like to go today, the longer you may leave your legs out. You can even bend your knees and plant your feet. Or you can make a diamond shape with your legs if you want to get into your hips. But you're just gonna rest on something, whether that is your mat, a couple pillows, and then just close your eyes again. Relax your body. Making any final adjustments that you need to. And then just notice your palms. You may turn them to face up, resting the back or the top of your hands on the ground. Feel your hips, your legs, any part of you that is touching something. Feel them grounding down. Let your props, your mat, the ground support you. Noticing again whether you have a clear mind, a busy mind, whether you need to set any thoughts to the side, or if you're feeling at peace. Maybe you're starting to feel a little bit more open to what's to come your way. In your personal life, your professional life, your everyday life. Slowly starting to wiggle your fingers. Taking your right hand and placing it on your tummy. And your left hand placing it on your heart. Thanking yourself for showing up today. Doing something so good for your mind, your body, your spirit. Something so good for yourself, your family, your friends. Maybe just showing up a little bit more in all aspects of your life. You can stay here for as long as you have time for, or maybe even moving into Shavasana, just laying flat on your mat. But thank you so much for joining me today. Whatever life brings you, trust that you can handle it. Until next time, namaste.